Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel Learn with Shrish. And today we are going to talk about how can we start doing full stack web development, and we will talk about the full roadmap of the of becoming the full stack web developer. So without wasting further more time, let's get into the video. Before we start learning web development, I would recommend you should have a basic knowledge of data structure and algorithm. I am not saying that you should study advanced DSA, but you should have basic knowledge of DSA. Like if you have solved 100 or 150 problems of DSA, it will be good enough. After you have learned DSA, you can now start learning web development. In web development, there are mainly three parts. The first one is front end, second one is database, and third one is back end. Front end deals with the structure and basic look of the website. So using front end, we provide the basic structure of the website and we decide what contents will be there in the website using front end. So in front end, what should we study? First of all, you need to study HTML and CSS. HTML is used to write the content of the website, and the CSS is used to give the styling to those contents. And using JavaScript, we can add some more functions in the website. So after you have learned HTML and CSS, you need to learn JavaScript. When you have learned these three, you can work on mini project using only HTML and CSS and JavaScript. So if you have done one or two project using these three, it will be good to give you a good knowledge on these three topics. So when you've done all these things, you need to now learn a framework of JavaScript. You can learn any framework available to you and whichever you like to use, but I would recommend React as the starting framework. You should learn React. It is easy and it is nowadays being used by many people. So when you have learned this framework, you should again do some project on React. Now after you have learned these things, you can now start learning database management. So there are many database managements also available. So mainly there are two categories, SQL and NoSQL. So you can learn any of those, and I would recommend database called MongoDB. You should learn MongoDB. It is also easy to use and is being used nowadays very much. So now after you have learned database, now you should move on to backend. In backend, you should learn Node.js, and after you have learned Node.js, you should move to the framework of Node called Express.js. So I have recommended you four things. The first one is React, then second Mongo, and then Node, and then Express. So when these four are used together, this is called MERN stack development. MERN, MERN stack development. So M stands for Mongo, Express, R for React, and N for Node. So this is the most popular full stack development combination being used nowadays. So I am recommending you this because of that reason. And after you have learned these all things, you should now you should now learn up. You should now do a project, a big project using all these things you have learned, and this will give you a very big, huge experience and will help you in shaping all these things you have learned. So it will take you almost 6 to 7 months to complete all these things, including 3 to 4 months to study all these topics which I have mentioned, and 2 to 3 more months to implement all these topics into your project and learning from it. So this time which I mentioned, 6 to 7 months, can increase or decrease based on your consistency and focus. So if someone is consistent enough, he or she can complete all this in 3 to 4 months. But if you are not consistent enough, it can take you a much longer time. So if you start learning it right after watching my video, it will be a great start, and you will be able to finish it in not more than 6 or 7 months. uh, I will provide some links to example of some projects, so that you can take reference from it in your building your projects. I hope you have liked the video. If you have, press the like button and share this with your friends. Comment down and tell me how the video was. Subscribe to the channel for more such videos on programming and technologies. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.